windy, wet, cold. On this adventure, I am joined by my friends Miyagi, Milosh, and the Mule to through hike the Tahoe Rim Trail. This is an aggressive itinerary to cover 174 miles in only 8 days, or an average of just under 22 miles per day. On this hike, we plan to start at the Spooner Summit Trailhead and hike clockwise around the lake with a resupply 109 miles in at Tahoe City. The day before our hike, I flew into Reno, Nevada and met up with the boys. We rented a car, cached some water along the trail, and stayed overnight in Carson City. So we went up this big bumpy road, drove in, stashed the water, walked about a quarter mile past it, down to where we're going to be camping on night 6. It's just a dry campsite, but it's got a sweet overlook of Lake Tahoe. On day 1, we woke up at 4 a.m. and drove to the Spooner Summit Trailhead and walked 28 miles. We passed many scenic overlooks of Lake Tahoe, stopped at a restaurant off trail for lunch, and crossed into California and camped at Star Lake. Good morning. Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. That, my friends, is Lake Tahoe. We got a early start this morning, and got out to the trail, started hiking about 5. Put in about 4 miles already. Most of it was uphill, but we have a big day today, so we're trying to enjoy the scenery, but not sit around and lollygag. Whoa, look at that. I didn't see the mountains behind me yet. Came to another scenic overlook. Just noticing that there's still a little bit of snow on the top of the mountains over there. So that must be, I don't think the trail goes that high, but it'll be interesting to see. If you're not familiar, Tahoe gets a lot of snow in the winter. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's still a bunch of snow up there, but from what I've heard, it's not so much that we have to walk through it. Milosh and I just walking along, making good time.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful view of Lake Tahoe here.
Shaggy's the man. Crushing the boulder. This is one big boulder. Looking good, brother. Looking good.
into town. For those that think that we're cheating and going off trail. We made it to Fox and Hound. Our only opportunity to get a little lunch off trail. I got a BLT here, eating a little light just so I don't get sick.
I'm not really worried about getting sick.
Yeah.
I can be sick when I go for that.
What do you got there, Chuck?
Taco salad.
Chuck and I are eating responsibly.
I'm Hispanic.
Miyagi is MIA. He'll be coming. Miyosh is waiting for him. Me and Chuck are gonna eat and run.
There is a tortilla.
Never gonna wash my face for 8 days again.
You don't wash it anyway.
That's true. So beyond the Fox and Lounge, there's also a tramway market over there. So I stopped in, got a couple things. Got me some ice cream. Boys are still in there eating. I had to get going. It's gonna be another 11 miles. Feels warm out here. It's only like 73, but feels warmer with the sun. So I know it's gonna be long miles, so I figure I better hit it early, go slow. Maybe they'll catch up. Oh, it's about 2:45. Seems like I've been hiking mostly uphill the last couple hours. Looks like I go down a little bit, but then I keep on going back up. It's not real steep, but it wears on you. Gives you this beautiful overlook. And opened up my Google Maps. And it looks like one of these towns down here. I don't know if it's the one over here. Mottsville. So anyway, I'm not sure. Sign back there said 5 miles to Star Lake. I look on my far out and it says 5.5 miles from where I am now. So they're off by about a mile. And it could be Star Lake, you know, that I'm walking along that for a mile. The camping's on the far side, but whew, I'll be happy when I get to camp tonight. Didn't sleep a whole lot last night, just anticipating the trip, and there's some people that were loud outside of the motel. So I look forward to sleeping in my tent in the quiet backcountry. Taking a little break here, got to South Daggett Creek. It is cold and flowing. Water is pretty hard to come by on this side of the trail, so I have about, I don't know, 4.5 miles to camp, about 800 feet of climbing still. So I decided to filter some water here, slap some of that ice cold water around on my head and my neck, my face. Just sit here in the shade a little bit and tackle the rest of the trail here to get down to Star Lake. Haven't seen anybody else catch up to me yet. And I also see right here behind me, it's a nice little ski lift. I am almost to the California-Nevada border, and there's a really big tree up here, so I look forward to sharing those with you. Multi-use trail. A couple mountain bikers just rode through here as I'm looking at the beautiful Carson Valley. You can see a long ways. Beautiful blue sky. Been climbing up a hill most of the time, and when I climb up hills, I have my head down just to see where I'm going. Plus, I don't like to see how much more hill I have ahead of me. But in the process, I missed both the enormous tree and the California Nevada border somehow. I didn't see either one. And my far out says that they're a mile back now. So Oh, I'm sure I'll find a couple pictures that I can insert into the video. Came across this beautiful view of a valley. You can see the clouds going across the mountains there. And there's a little break in the mountains there, and you can see more mountains back behind there through the valley and coming back up here. It may not be the enormous tree, but this is a pretty darn big tree. Oh, you are not going to get your hammock strap around this one. Star Lake, beautiful. Hello, friends.
Yeah, that's Shaggy. Oh. Hey there, bud.
Just got my tent set up.
I never thought I can say this, but it's good to see you, man.
It's good to see you,
Yeah,
Shaggy.
you too. I was glad when I looked at your itinerary that the next few days are a little easier.
Yeah, half as much elevation,
Yeah.
3 miles less.
So Chuck found a spot away from me that was a little bit better. So he set up there, but I had already set up my tent, so I'm not going to move. And I guess there are some trees there. Miyagi and Milos both had hammocks. So they went somewhere around here. There are a bunch of trails kind of right around here, and I walked for 5 minutes down one. Gave them the old woo whoop. Hoping they would reply. Nothing. So I got sick of carrying my beer canister and all my food and my stove and my water and my camera. So I'll just have to see them tomorrow, I guess. I'm gonna sit up, have some dinner here right by Star Lake. Dinner with a view. On day 2, I walked 21 miles from Star Lake to an unplanned campsite just beyond the TRT-PCT junction. We passed many lakes, streams, and overlooks along the way. Good morning. Day 2. Legs are pretty tired and sore from that butt kicker yesterday. But we're moving. We're about 7.5 miles in so far today. Just came to a nice overlook here where you can see Lake Tahoe in the distance. Lots of beautiful mountains. So there's a big downhill, bit of an uphill. Now I'm going to go down for quite a while and finish the day with a big uphill. So not ideal, but we're hiking in the mountains. That's what happens, right? I finally made it to my water source. Took my backpack off. I'm tired. It's nice to hear the sound of that water. Oh, there's two guys down here.
Okay.
What are you guys doing down there?
We're just scrubbing each other.
I bet you are.
He's cold!
Made it to the Big Meadow Trailhead. Supposedly they have some really nice bathrooms here. They got a big dumpster. I don't have that much trash, but I definitely am going to use the toilet. Nice mural painted on the walls inside this privy. Doesn't smell bad. But art isn't what I'm here for. Walking right along after having had lunch, taking my shoes off, relaxing. I was just thinking, man, feels nice that that sun isn't beating down. Gotta look up here. And it looks a little dark. Heard a couple rumbles, but no rain yet. It's been a light rain for probably 25 minutes. I opted, I was going up a big hill to not put my raincoat on just because it'd be too hot. Now I'm going down a little hill, then I'm gonna start going back up. I cross-checked the elevation, and while I'm climbing, I'm still gonna stay below 9,000 feet. So with this lightning, I don't think that I will be above tree line, and I should be fine. Looking over in the distance here, and it looks like it's clearing up. I don't know if I'm looking in the right direction, but it's not as dark over that way. I made it to Round Lake. Really beautiful. The rain really started to pick up for a while, and I was starting to get cold. Then there's some hail coming down. Stepped under a tree, put on my raincoat. Not only just to keep dry, just to warm up a little bit. Also met a viewer that recognized me. That's always really cool for me. She was from Chicago. But, all right, we've got about 4 miles to go here. Making a little climb here. Then I have flat for a while. And of course, there's a big climb right before camp. Looks like the hill started again. Glad I have my hood on. Because it kind of hurts. Ow! It hit my hand. Good shot. Hill come down here. Anyway, starting to question if I should have stayed at Round Lake. The weather kind of took a turn after I left there. But we'll keep on going here. Ow! Well, I made it to the intersection of the Pacific Crest Trail, the PCT. I see that it's 2.5 miles to Shower Lake. honestly, I'm super cold right now. So I'm just looking for someplace flat and somewhat dry. The wind won't be blowing too much to set up my tent. I got enough water. I can camp out and make dinner. Oh, yeah, it's cold out. Got my tent set up. Wasn't easy. It's hailing now. Windy, wet, cold. And it's all duff around here, so my stakes weren't sticking in. So I had to hunt down some rocks. So I'm kind of cold. So I'm gonna just kind of sit here. Maybe try to put something on without getting wet to warm up a little bit. I got things inside the tent here fairly dry. Let's see, it's still kind of a wet mess in here. But it's dry enough to where I could get out my down, fill up my my sleeping pad, got my down quilt on, my down coat on, my down booties on. Just trying to get warmed up. Still haven't eaten dinner yet. It's about 5:30. I'm hoping the storm will eventually stop. Lesson learned, I thought, oh, it's just a passing thunderstorm, you know, mountain thunderstorm. They come and go. That one just kept on getting worse and worse. So, kind of put me in a bad position there. I was pretty close to being hypothermic. So, I had to go around my tent and get bigger rocks because the wind was blowing my stakes out. But feel somewhat confident now that they'll hold for a while. I see my pole here is a little crooked, but it should hold for a while. I'll need to figure out something to eat before I fall asleep here tonight, and hopefully dry out enough to where I can go properly store my bear canister here. So, but I'm just gonna chill out in here for a while, warm up. Got my buff on here. Need to put this hood up and just get warmed up, and hopefully a little bit of the storm will blow over here. Join us again next week as we continue our Tahoe Rim Trail through hike. Don't forget to hit subscribe and punch that bell notification. We'll see you on the trip.